Okay, so we are going to run through the running program, starting with the slant board lunge. Anything to be mindful of during this exercise?
Yeah, make sure you shuttle your torso back and put the majority of your weight to the foot on the ball. So it's as if there's a drawstring in the center of your back and someone's pulling you back. So you load about 60% of your weight to the foot on the ball, and then you press down into the ball, and that elasticity is what's going to really lift you back up to your start position.
Next, we're moving into the pipes.
So there'll be 3 positions with the pipes. Each position will train a different arch in the foot. So first is toes in. So feel the inside of your heel on the outside of the pipe and the inside of your big toe on the inside of the pipe. And so just standing like this, your knees are turned in, but you want to change that by externally rotating through the feet, ankles, knees, and hips. So you'll feel this wrapping out sensation. And maintain that following through the abs and roll yourself in and out. And you're just trying to bow the foot over the pipe as much as possible. And then the second position, your pies will be a little bit wider, this time shoulder width distance apart. And you'll come up with your toes pointing out. And then start by rolling in. And just feel that stretch through the Achilles. Roll out, reach your pinky toe around the outside of the pipe. And again, bow the foot over the pipe as much as you can in both directions. And it's really important on this one to stay very hollowed in the abs. It'll be a little bit more challenging than the first position. And even if your pinky toes don't stay with the pipe, as you roll out, have the intention of wrapping the toes around. So this really trains that arch from the heel to the pinky toe. And the last position is toes straight ahead, and you may be slightly pigeon-toed, just so that the third toe is right on top, and you're going to come up onto your tippy toe. So this trains and works that arch that runs from the pinky toe to the big toe. And after a few repetitions, you'll come up and hold it, and then swivel your heels in and out.
Okay, next exercise, the BOSU round side with jumps.
So there's 4 positions to warm up your feet before you get into the jumps. So the first, and I'll just be on my right foot, your heels in the center, so your toes are downhill, and you're going to do little bends. And just feel what's going on and the connection between the foot, ankle, knee, hip, up into the abs. Being sure you stay nice and lifted and tall. The second is arch downhill. So your right foot's on the left side of the bullseye. The bullseye splits your foot in half, and you're going to come up and do little bends. Again, just be mindful of all the essentials of revolution of motion. After arch downhill, you'll go to arch uphill. So your right foot's on the right side of the bullseye. Bullseye splits your foot in half again, and same thing. And then the last position is toes uphill. So your tippy toes just touch the bullseye, and you come on up. And you may feel your body want to spring you into your tippy toes. Keep your weight equally distributed between the heel and the toes, and keep your knee nice and soft. Make sure you're not hyperextending. No bends in that position. And then jump, sorry. So then you're up on 2 feet, and you're just going to start with ankle jumps. So just be soft through the feet, ankles, knees, and hips. Try and stay towards the front of the BOSU. It's a bit easier. And just go for 50 or so uninterrupted jumps. And then the next one is the jump and stick. So you're going to jump through the toes, cushion your landing, come back up, reset, jump through the toes and stick, and you're going for equal shock absorption throughout the entire body, so you get a nice, soft, cushioned landing.
All right, next exercise, flat side with rotational tosses.
So if you have a partner, you can do this with a partner, you just have yourself. We'll do the single person. So if you're up on your right foot, you're just going to toss the bell rotationally right and left. And you really want to wind up from the bottom up to the top. So what I mean by that is feel what's going on in the long bones of your feet or of your foot. You should feel them shifting right and left. And then you'll feel the ankle, shin, knee, thigh, hip, up into the torso, all rotate. So that you're winding in and winding out. If you have a partner, you can position them a few feet away from you, and you can rotate around and toss to them. And load the internal and external rotation.
Next exercise is squat into overhead reach.
Come to a squat in front of the ball, feet are hip and a half hip distance apart. Feel the femur driving to the hips and the sacrum pressed back. Be sure you're rolled back on the ball enough so that you feel like your body's equally split in half, and the sacrum's acting as the fulcrum of the exercise. Then you add in the reach, inhaling, reaching your arms back, and exhaling, bending the knees, bending the elbows. And really pay attention to the feet. Feel they work as you squat to drive your sacrum back. Feel as they anchor you as you extend back.
Next exercise, pullovers.
So you're in your bridge position. Feet hip width distance apart, knees 90 degrees, abs hollow, so your tailbone's long, elbows are up to the ceiling, and you're dragging the bell straight down the wall. So this movement comes from underneath the shoulder blades. Stay really relaxed from your elbow to your fingertips.
From there, going into an overhead reach.
So you can hold on to one bell if your shoulders are a little tight, or you can, if you can use two, slide your hands through the bells, palms down on the water, and then reach your arms past your ears, and with straight arms, toss the bell down to the floor. Go ahead and just spring back up. Then the elbows, bring the bells back in, squat, and roll up.
Now going into knees side to side.
So you'll roll out until your knees are on top. Bring your knees into your chest. Crisscross the heels if you'd like to. Dangle your head and drop side to side. Making sure you keep the knees really tight to the chest, so you're using your lower abs to lift your sacrum up to the ceiling in between each repetition.
Now you'll need your straps and your bells going into side kicks.
Climb your legs on top, press your heels into the ball, and walk the ball back until your hips are about 2/3 the way up. Let your abs just fall into your spine. Reach the leg with the bell and up to the ceiling. Bring it down, let your body roll, and kick down. And then you can point your toes to the ceiling, or try to point your toes to the floor, and then bring that foot up over the head. Then unravel.
Now going into kickbacks.
So start with your spine connected to the floor, hollow your abs, and then follow that and kick the bell back, articulating your spine up which shoulder you kicked over. So the right, oops, and left.
All right, now we're going into corner rotations.
So I'll be on my right hip, so my right leg is going to be straight. I'm going to get the ball close to the wall, so the outside of my knee is on the ball. My left leg is going to be back to me, so my right leg is going to stay straight, my left knee can bend. And I'm going to go nice and slow on the way down, and then explosive on the way up. So it's slow, reach over the ball, hit, lift, and twist. So slow.
All right, now we're going to go into overhead ab toss. All right.
So I just will put that back moving in.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
You'll do it with him? Perfect.
Yeah, I'll throw it.
Okay.
Unless you're.
No, go ahead. That's great. This ball's with you, right?
Sure, this
We don't
helps.
go just two
Oh,
on
this
this
ball.
one. Okay.
Sorry.
That was me.
Thanks for joining us.
Are you ready?
Yep. All right, moving into horizontal wall squat.
Do you want to do that down here?
We'll do it over here. Yep. Just scoot that way a little bit.
Which way?
That way. Yeah, perfect.
So you can stand arms distance away from the wall, with the ball right behind you. Hips come down to the top front of the ball, feet walk up on the wall. Hands go behind the head as you squat. Press the sacrum back into the ball so the feet are working up against the wall. Keep the knees wide, press through the feet, extend back, and you're supporting your head with your hands so the head stays in the same position as if you were standing up. And you can really feel the exercise come through your feet.
And then final exercise is plie wall squat.
So feet are hip and a half width distance apart, toes slightly turned out, and then walk forward a little bit. Tailbones lengthening, torso's lifting, and you're integrating the feet, the abs, and the lift of the torso.
And that is it. Thanks, Alex.